We've got a full house of rabid Rocket fans packed into the arena here in Houston, Texas. It's the Toronto Raptors facing the Houston Rockets. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke.
Boys, nice and high.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Carter. Olajuwon is out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. And it's Carter missing. On offense, here are the Rockets. Down low. Kicks it out to Harden. And he's good on the 3-ball. The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close.
Now here is Carter. Harden missing his last shot. Bosh, that's for 2. He squares up and sinks it.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, here is Harden. He dishes it to Olajuwon. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Carter outside. Lowry kicks to Olajuwon. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Now here is Carter, and that'll be Toronto as it. Raptors retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen. Kept it wide by Houston. The open shot by Malone. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Malone's got his first bucket of the night.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Here's Bosch. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand. And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way.
Let's go.
Here is Olajuwon. And it's blocked by Olajuwon, and he gets it back. Dishes it to Carter, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Picked by Olajuwon. Harden the pass to Olajuwon. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Raptors trail by 5. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Kevin McHale. And he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Francis. After the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Takes the 3. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Carter dishes to Lowry. Bosch, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And that's now 7 points for Chris Bosch.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Picked by Olajuwon. Shot off the pick. Olajuwon with the block. Carter, that's good. Carter's got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Kicks it to Olajuwon. Here's Francis. Now recovering. Olajuwon. They need this, and it's good on the way in. Olajuwon's got 6.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
A shot by McGrady, no good. Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Back to Harden. It's stolen by McGrady. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Carter, and the rejection by Pippen. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Tracy McGrady. Off the inbound. James Harden with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt. You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Carter against Pippen. Carter on the wing. That one wide left.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even consider taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Raptors trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Lowry kicks to Bosch. DeRozan passes to Olajuwon. Just 5 to shoot. DeRozan dishes to Bosch. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he is is such a ridiculous dunk.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created in his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. Yeah. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing it too. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 7 points for James Harden.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Now here is Carter. Lets it go with a three. And Bosh gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. And 12 points for Chris Bosh.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic from unrefined skill. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Lowry kicks to Olajuwon. Malone with the block. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. McGrady's checked in. Here's Olajuwon. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And, you know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he still scratches the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Francis passes to McGrady. It's good from long range.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Olajuwon. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
The drive by Malone. No good. And Toronto will come the other way.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Olajuwon. Fires from 18, but he recovers it. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Hakeem Olajuwon. He's already up to 8 points. And he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Boy, once again, the Raptors were able to put forth a really strong year. You know, the national media recognized it, and the Raptors picked up more and more of the spotlight marquee games as a result.
Houston in the lead. Outside Pippen. The dish to Malone. And the layup's good off the glass. Malone's got 6 points. The Raptors shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. And it's Carter penetrating. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace. And that was far from it.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Toronto trailing. Greg, one thing about the Raptors last year, they made the moves they needed to in order to be sure to fix their bench, strengthen their bench. It showed on paper and in person.
Yeah, credit their front office. In 2014, they had a bottom 5 bench in terms of scoring. Last season, they flipped that, became a top 5 bench in terms of that scoring, and even had the 6th man of the year leading the way.
Lou Williams. And here's Lowry. After the three-pointer from Scottie Pippen, Carter dishes to McGrady. Fires for three. The rebound by Pippen.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Count that one. And it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Here's Bosch. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Bosch has got 16.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Timeout call for Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
McGrady kicks to low. Outside Bosch. A three ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rockets leading by 4. Pippen, the pass to Olajuwon. Screen by Malone. Olajuwon dishes to Malone. There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Houston moving it around. It's stolen by McGrady. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in a fast break chance. And he dunks it down.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Screen by Malone. Here's Olajuwon. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Rockets on. And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning a championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Yeah. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
They've got Yao. Smith is out there with Harden. Then it's Malone. And it's McGrady in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And good on the basket. Book it.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
Now, here is Olajuwon. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their 3rd best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night. McGrady against Carter. Back to McGrady. And he look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. It's stolen by McGrady. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Harden kicks to Smith. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here's Malone. 9 points in the game so far. No good. Good D by Olajuwon. Pass to McGrady. Malone with the block. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. It's slammed in by Malone.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's Young, and that one is hammered home.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Here is Harden following the basket by Chris Bosh. Smith right side. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
The 3 from Bosh. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 4th rebound in this one.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Bosh.
And, you know, we saw Chris Bosh really ramp it up with the 3-ball last season. I mean, we frequently see vets do that. Marcus Aldridge is a recent example. Extending your range is a great way to keep playing at a high level, especially as you enter your 30s.
Malone, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 7-point Rocket lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing at a kinetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
The shot's good from Smith.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Out to Carter. It's stolen by McGrady. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Smith gets it to go on the assist by McGrady. 6 points for Smith.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
McGrady kicks to Carter. Toronto working the ball around now. It's stolen by McGrady. Oh, and here comes Smith. All alone. It's blocked. They'll get another chance. Harden being attacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Just call him Kabir. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And speaking of Harden and being the best, he'd certainly tell you so. He referred to himself as the best all-around player in the league. What do you think?
And I think he's right in that category. A lot of people laughed him off when he said that, but he's been a legitimate MVP candidate. His defense has gotten better, and obviously his offensive game is off the charts.
Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Carter. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's McGrady. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Vince Carter with the slam.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam?
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Here's Smith. He has 6. They grabbed their own miss. And it's Carter missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
The pass to Lowry. To the middle. Here's Olajuwon. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Olajuwon's got 7 points for the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
For 3, Smith. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Bosch kicks to Lowry. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. And that's now 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, he had to do much work on the perimeter.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
Timeout called the Rockets. And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt them inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So, in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Now here is Carter. He's got 12.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
McGrady outside. Here's Yao. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
That's good. Clippers got 5 points so far.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Olajuwon with it. And Yao picking him up. And stolen by Yao. From 11 feet away, and it's sent back by Bosch. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Screen by Malone.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he's good on the second. Well, the one word you can use to describe the Raptors postseason last year, disaster. I mean, Greg, nothing went right for him.
Yeah, I mean, after that great regular season, they were completely just manhandled by the Wizards, swept out of the first round in 4 straight.
And here are the Rockets now. At one point, they led by 16.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, he used to love to go up and jam like that. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. Take a look here at what Carter's been doing. 12 points and 6 assists.
Olajuwon's checked in for Young.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense.